Okay, just in from Black Mountain Black Conservatives, straight out of Common Core curriculum. Currently, the Second Amendment of the Constitution states that citizens must register firearms as a condition of ownership. Did you know that? I didn't know that. They said it. Now let's see what it really says. Says here, I must have the wrong edition. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. In other words, a well-regulated militia, that's a volunteer army, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Let's take a look at that word infringe. There we go. We're going to go to 1828 dictionary so we get the terminology the way it was written. You do that or go to the Federalist Papers. It's a lot easier to just use a dictionary from that era. Infringed. And we're going a little slow today. Come on, pick it up, you can do it. Infringed, broken, violated, or transgressed. Broken, violated, or transgressed. Okay. Let's look at transgresses. It means broken I don't have to do for you. Okay? The right to bear arms shall not be broken. The right to bear arms shall not be violated. The right to bear arms shall not be transgressed. Transgress comes from the word transgressus, transgredier, transangredier, to pass. The right to bear arms shall not be passed over or beyond any limit to surpass. Any limit. 2. In a moral sense, to overpass any rule prescribed. The right to bear arms shall not be surpassed in any moral sense, to overpass any rule prescribed as the limit of duty. To break or violate a law, civil or moral. To transgress a divine law is sin. Luke 22:36 says to bear arms. Legislators should not transgress laws of their own making. In other words, they can't have anything, they make a law against us. Right? They can't just sit there and say, all right, well, the people get it this way and we get it this way. To offend by violating a law, to sin. Right? It is very clear. That word infringed is so powerful. Once again, the word transgressed, overpassed, or violated. We were looking up infringed. The right to bear arms shall not be overpassed or violated. Okay? That means anything they got, we got. And what it really showing is there's a whole bunch of gun laws that are illegal. Now, while we're on the subject, there's a bunch of college kids that went on the attack at the Common Core math. I'll put a short clip in here, and you'll have to pick up the site and go to the site to see it in its entirety. I'll put the channel's name there if I can. Okay, this is the Cal and Binhom show, Common Core math. This is by Campus Reform. This is done by a bunch of college kids. Campus Reform. Got that? That's where you go. You can read the article at campusreform.org.
(32 minus 12). Normal 32 over 12. 2 minus 2, 0. 3 minus 1, 2. 20. Answer. Done.
Done.
Done. All right. So we're going to do it the Common Core way. I'm going to show you how Common Core acts. (32 minus 12). 12 plus 3 equals 15. 15 plus 5 equals 20. 20 plus 10 equals 30. 30 plus 2 equals 32. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 10 is 18, plus 2 is 20. 32 minus 12 equals 20. What do you think of that?
That was extra difficult for no reason.
Sound like to me it's new math.
That's new math.
That's new math.
So what do you think of that being the standard way of answering 32 minus 12?
It's a little bit more complicated that way.
How would you feel if this is the new standard on teaching math across the nation to Common Core?
I like the other way better.
Make it simple.
Yeah.
Because that's confusing.
For me, it doesn't make sense. How did you come up with these numbers? Because you can't come up with 20 from lots of ways, right?
Yeah. What do you think should happen to a teacher that teaches math this way?
Bye-bye.
But you know, President Bush had no child left behind. Right. Michelle Obama has leave no child with a bigger behind.
So all that's done. Now, we are down to our public comment time. I would like to recognize Mrs. Karen Lamoureux, who has 3 minutes to speak.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Madam Chairman and the board. My name is Karen. I'm a mother of 3 in the Pulaski County Special School District. I am here today not speaking just on behalf of myself. I'm here representing 1,110 other parents, educators, and taxpayers in our state who have some very serious reservations about the Common Core initiative. We are not alone in this regard. 6 other states have pulled out of their park agreement. 22 other states currently have legislation pending to either get out of Common Core or to make significant changes to it. After listening to what was said this morning, I have come to the conclusion that this board is clearly as uninformed as the parents are or were when these standards were adopted. We were told the same thing that you were told, and that Common Core is a set of rigorous, college-ready, internationally benchmarked standards that prepare our kids to compete in a global economy. This is nothing more than an empty sales pitch for corporations and government agencies to profit from our kids and sell them downriver in the name of saving education. I have a math question for you, board members. Are you ready? Get your pencils out. I'm not kidding. Are you smarter than a Common Core 4th grader? Let's find out. The problem is, Mr. Yamada's class has 18 students. If the class counts around by a number and ends ends with 90, what number did they count by? I'll restate the problem. Mr. Yamada's class has 18 students. If the class counts around by a number and ends with 90, what number did they count by? Does anyone on the board have an answer? 5. And may I ask, madam, how did you come up with that answer?
Divided 18 into 90.
You know why? Because that's what makes sense, right? That's the way we were taught to do it in the 4th grade level. This, however, is what the Common Core standards expect our 4th graders to do. If they solve it in those 2 steps, they get it marked wrong. They are expected to draw 18 circles with 90 hash marks, solving this problem in exactly 108 steps. Board members, this is not rigorous. This is not college ready. This is not preparing our children to compete in a global economy. Skipping rote memorization of multiplication tables is hindering their ability to master long division and fractions later on in the semester. And now our children who were testing in the 80th or higher percentile in math last year are now coming home with C's, D's, and F's on their report cards. Not because, as Arnie Duncan would put it, that white suburban mothers think their children aren't as brilliant as they thought they were, but because, thank you. I encourage you to listen to us when we send you our emails, despite the comments that were made by our chairperson here today. Our concerns are not based on hysteria or propaganda. They are based on fact, and we are prepared to present those facts. Can you see the trembling in my voice? Parents have not had a voice here, and you need to listen to our concerns. We are moving forward with our legislature to make some very serious changes to this, and all I ask is that you bend your ear and take us seriously. We are college-educated parents. I come to you with 12 years of college education and a former member of the National Honor Society when I tell you this is not working, and it's not what they told you it would be. We will save the privacy concerns and the testing concerns for our legislature. But when it comes to standards, that's your ball court, and we need you to help us with this because this program is dumbing our children down. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding. I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me no